Kim Kardashian has been in contact with Gypsy Rose Blanchard following the controversial figure's release from prison. During a recently released episode of the famous entrepreneur's hit show The Kardashians, the influencer revealed that Gypsy Rose reached out to her to discuss how she could, like Kardashian, become involved in the ongoing efforts to reform the criminal justice and prison system. "I'm meeting her on Wednesday," founder told her famous manager mom, Kris Jenner, and sisters Khloe Kardashian and Kendall Jenner during the July 4 episode. "She has to get her parole officer. It's a whole thing," Kardashian continued, "so hopefully her parole officer approves." In a taped confessional, Kardashian elaborated on the possible meeting, telling the camera that Blanchard, who was released from prison on December 28, 2023, first reached out to me on social media. "She's expressed wanting to get into prison reform, and I think with what she's learned being in prison herself, I just think there's such an opportunity for her to use her platform in a really important way," she continued. In 2015, Blanchard and her then-boyfriend Nicholas Gojon were arrested after authorities found Blanchard's mother, Dee Blanchard, stabbed to death inside her Springfield, Missouri home. Blanchard eventually pled guilty to second-degree murder for helping her then-boyfriend kill her mom. In 2016, she was sentenced to 10 years in prison, the Springfield news leader KI3 and KOAM reported at the time. Blanchard's former boyfriend received life in prison without the possibility of parole. Blanchard claims she was a victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a psychological disorder in which a person acts as if an individual he or she is caring for has a physical or mental illness when the person is not really sick, according to the Cleveland Clinic. Blanchard was allegedly abused by her mother for years, claiming to have been forced to undergo unnecessary operations and invasive procedures for illnesses she did not in fact have. During court proceedings, Blanchard's lawyers argued that Blanchard's mother went so far as to intentionally make her daughter sick in order to gain sympathy from others. After taking the stand, Blanchard testified that her mother took her to various doctors to have her treated for severe medical ailments like leukemia and muscular dystrophy conditions that she never actually had. "I have to pray to forgive my mother, but right now the hardest thing is to forgive myself," Blanchard said during a 2017 interview with Dr. Phil McGraw. She also expressed regret over her actions that ultimately led to her mother's death.